Hey there, you're watching Alexa, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my third update to my Partners in Cream. I'm filming this on the 7th because I just don't have that much hope that I'm going to use that much more makeup until the 10th. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but I think, you know, honestly it happens, it's normal. It's still lockdown, and depending on the frequency of my outings and so forth, it really does affect how much makeup I wear and kind of my mood and everything. Of course, this project was created by Steph Lyons and Guerlain here on YouTube, who you can find under the name Outward Processing on YouTube. I will also link the hashtag and the Instagram hashtag where you can find tons of other people who are also participating in this project. Show them lots of love if you enjoy these kinds of videos. And without further ado, let's get on to my update. So the first product is the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I don't think I realized how much product was in here. Of course the stopper is still in and everything, but there is 8 grams worth of product in here, and prior to this project, I don't think I used it that much. I think it was just sitting in my makeup drawer because this is just like never ending. Not that I had any clue of how much was in here already, but I don't think it was an eyeshadow base that I reached for frequently. So you'll see the weight on screen if it reflects as more or less. I used this only 7 times this month, and prior to that in January it had a usage of 18, then in February 11, then now 7. So you get the idea. I've kind of scaled back on my makeup usage. We have the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, and this I've used 9 times. I used it 19 times in January and 12 times in February, and now we're down to 9. So I gotta bump this up. Lately, I found myself using this with a synthetic dome brush from Real Techniques, and I like that technique. I kind of mix it a little bit with the primer. If it means I'm using a little bit less product, it just also feels less cakey. I do see a difference visually speaking with this, but I think it'll take some time before I see some weight go down, as my scale is only weighing in grams. So it is what it is. Sometimes I bring it down under the eye a little bit before I start doing my foundation, because it kind of neutralizes a little bit and does a bit of double duty, but I don't go too heavy with that because it's a paint pot and obviously it feels heavier than a proper concealer. Guys, again, if you hear noise upstairs, the neighbor, okay, so I finally realized what all that noise was about. If you watched my last video, then you know what I'm talking about. The lady who was up there, the reason why she was making so much noise is she was moving out, and we saw new tenants move in yesterday, which means that there's going to be rustling around for the next little while. Clearly they're trying to set up their furniture. Wow. And as I'm saying that, I hear sirens outside. I've been hearing so many sirens. I live in the downtown area, so it's quite typical, but more so now than before. I think people are just kind of getting a little frisky because the weather is getting better outside. So that's the story behind that. The next item I have to mention to you guys is the Guerlain primer. It is a moisturizing primer that leaves gold flakes on my face and kind of annoys me, to be frank with you, but it's just, I mean, it's going down. I realized last month that I was able to get away with using 2 pumps, so I do that occasionally. Sometimes not so much, because the more product you apply, the more you have to wait for it to sink into the skin or settle in before applying something else. You know, the last thing I want is pilling. Pilling is one of my pet peeves when it comes to makeup, but fortunately this primer at least doesn't pill. This I used 10 times. In January I used it 18, and in February I used it 12. So again, going trend of using incrementally less. Oh my goodness. I promise it's, you know what, my fear was that you guys were gonna think I was farting all the time, because sometimes when they move around the furniture it sounds like farting. I can't wait for this lady to get settled. Oh my goodness. Then we have the Makeup Forever HD foundation, which I can only roll up this much. Okay, so I thought I had used this less, but it says that I've used this 9 times. Although lately I've been finding myself reaching for this Pure 4-in-1 powder foundation just because it's just so much more low maintenance. I see less of like the gathering of foundation in pores. As the seasons change, my pores start to fluctuate a bit, and I feel like they get bigger when it gets warmer outside, obviously. And this kind of just, I can see it in the mirror when it's in there, you know, like in the pools of pores. So I don't know, maybe I've got to start reaching for a pore filling primer in addition to the Guerlain one, but Guerlain, whatever. This I used 9 times this month. In January I used it 16 times, and in February I used it 11 times. Yep. Following that, we have the Clarins Lip Perfector, which, I mean, I can't roll up. You can see there's like a bead of product left in the tube. I can't wait to use this up. I've been using this with a lip brush since the beginning of this project, and this was supposed to be my gimme product, but look at it, it's still going strong. Look at, we are still, I mean, like, man, we're in April and this is still alive. I used this 8 times this month, but I suspect I used it more than that, and that I might have made a mistake in the tallies. In January, I had a usage of 13, and in February, I had a usage of 11. This, if I hone in, damn, if I found the will to hone in on these products, I feel like I'm so close for these two, like so close, but I mean, it is what it is, right? And I suspect that the primer that I'm using from Guerlain is, I mean, if I'm halfway through now, then in theory I would need to do another 40 uses to finish it up, because this is 40 uses done so far. This, I think, will be gone in like 10 uses maybe. Like, it should be out by this month. Actually, let's do something fun. I'm gonna show you a couple of products and you guys tell me what you think I should work on next to roll out the Clarins in next month. Alright, so I just popped into my makeup drawer and I've got 3 products. So I have this Clarins Fix Makeup setting spray that I have been using for the last little while. I rolled this in my Shop My Stash. I've actually been using setting spray. It's kind of crazy. So the thing I don't like about this though is that the spray on this is a bit messy. But I mean, it'll help me use the product up faster, I guess, because some of it comes out here and some of it gets spritzed out, right? This Multi-Balm by Pixi, I'm wearing it today. I have not been a person to be into sculpting. Oh, actually, let's see how much is in here before I... Oh, not so bad. It's this much. I know that'll take a long time though. This is the Multi-Balm in Sheer Sculpt, and in the package originally there is 5.5 grams or 0.19 ounces, just to give you an idea. I'm wearing it today. There's actually a reel on my Instagram showing how I like to use this Multi-Balm if you want to check it out. But I've actually been enjoying it. So it's something I would consider putting in the project since it's a cream item. Or maybe I'll put in a Charlotte Tilbury blush stick that kind of has a bronzy shade to it, because I mean, that's a more expensive product. It would make more sense to throw in a high-end cream item. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll put them both on screen, so let me know in the comments. The last item is, it would be a bit of a gimme, honestly, but it would give me a nice bump. I'm trying to finish it up anyways, regardless of whether I put it in a project or not, because every time I did my Shop My Stash, I would throw in this lip liner from Lancome. So if you see, the bottom is just a little brush, but oh my gosh, it's got about an inch left and I can barely sharpen it anymore. I kind of regret not putting it in the project because if I had put it in earlier, I would have felt so encouraged because this has definitely shrunk and it would have been fun to see it shrink in the B-roll. But let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how your projects are going. I hope you guys are having an excellent April and I will see you in my next video. Bye.